My name is Arthur McKim here at the Innovation Village. The Innovation Village supports entrepreneurs building technology and technology-enabled solutions and those who are building solutions in the creative and cottage sector. This year's budget presents a lot of opportunities that span that entire spectrum, so it was interesting for us to dig deeper into it to understand what the implications are for these entrepreneurs. We found that there are four key areas that affect the people that we work with. One, from the side of the end consumer, government is prioritizing increasing incomes at the household level. That's good because it builds a consumer base for the solutions that these entrepreneurs are building to be off-taken. This is done through initiatives like MYOGA, the Parish Development Model Program, which they're doubling down on by releasing more than £1 trillion worth of assets in that direction. The second area that's interesting for us is on building the capacity of SMEs, of which our cottage sector and creative sector entrepreneurs are very, very key. So you see initiatives around being able to drive up certification for these small enterprises. Beyond that is work around also encouraging this movement around ICT, around sciences, technology and innovation in general. In fact, the ICT sector was noted to have expanded to about 3.5% of Uganda's GDP. It's up about 0.5% from the 3% it was before, but that still shows an upward trajectory that requires additional investment. So, to this end is why you see government's allocation to the ICT sector being at about 185 billion, which is up about 50% from where it was last year, and the allocation to the sciences, technology and innovation sector being about 257 billion this year. To this end, government is embarking on several initiatives, for example, onboarding 50 ministries, districts and agencies onto the national fibre optic backbone, initiatives like connecting 820 different sites, schools, hospitals, public buildings, so on and so forth, onto a Ugandan-wide Wi-Fi network. This will unlock a range of initiatives. For example, government is fast-tracking the automotive sector by completing the Kira Motors plant. You're seeing a lot of opportunities or innovations around getting Uganda into the pathogen economy. There's initiatives around driving registration of intellectual property. There's allocations in there for how do we get 50 ministries, districts and agencies across the countries to be understood in terms of what they need to get them onto the national fibre optic backbone and the rest of the government services backbone in that sense, or services stack. So this budget in particular seems to demonstrate a deliberate move towards leveraging digital transformation to be able to accelerate the transformation of Uganda's economy. And we hope to see the gains in improved service delivery because these systems should yield greater transparency, greater integration and harmonization across government, and even more ways for innovators to plug into and have visibility of where government services are steering to. Where there are some missed opportunities, the budget did not necessarily come out to address how do we mobilize local capital to drive these capital-intensive ICT, science, technology, innovation initiatives. For example, there's opportunities around being able to provide tax credits to companies allocating portions of their revenue or surplus towards investing in such innovations. There's opportunities around at a household level. How do you stimulate a typical Ugandan like you and I aside a portion of your income to be able to drive innovators that are building for these kinds of solutions? Because it is capital intensive. So to that end, we would have wanted to see, for example, some tax rebates or some incentives that cover me for example, loss of this investment. There's opportunities that have been lost around, for example, the Startup Act. Maybe this year government could prioritize this act because this act tries to create a very enabling environment for these young innovators and for other innovators really to leverage technology, build disruptive businesses that not only transform Uganda but open up Uganda to the greater African continental free trade area, further positioning Uganda as an innovation destination in Africa. So my encouragement to founders out there is read the budget. It's a public document. It lets you know where government is looking to prioritize. It sits within the National Development Plan framework, and all of this feeds into Vision 2040. So as an entrepreneur, I'd encourage you to look beyond just what they're saying on the budget on this occasion, but look at all these documents in totality. You'll begin to see trends of where government is allocating its priorities.